Hello everyone, my name is GILANG AKBAR. Today I will show you my presentation about cross-cultural understanding, culture and language. Okay, so let's go to the materials. Okay, introduction. Often people who travel abroad have difficulty adjusting to the language and culture of destination country. That is why cross-cultural understanding is needed. Learning other cultures, developing relationship with people encountered, communicate efficiently, and adapting to the environment is a complex task of cross-cultural understanding. Cross-cultural understanding is closely related to understanding people from different cultural or society background, so that we can build our attitudes and views on the world, so that we can understand and tolerate the strong ways that other citizens of other countries may exhibit. Okay. Next, definition of culture. Culture comes from Latin cultura, that means cultivation. According to the expert, culture is first from Gerd Hofstede. Culture is the collective programming of that mind that distinguishes the members of one category of people from another. Secondly, from A.B. Taylor, defining culture as that complex which includes beliefs, arts, morals, laws, customs, etc., which are acquired by humans as members of society. Third, from Contra Runningrad, defines culture as a system of ideas, feelings, actions, and work produced by humans in their social life. Neumark described culture as a way of life certain people express in a certain language. Clifford Geertz stated that culture is a symbolic meaning system. It is a semiotic system in which symbols serve to communicate meaning from one group to another. Cultural symbols include the relationship between the form of signification and the implied meaning. Culture may be also defined as ideas, habits, skills, arts, and tools that characterizes a particular group of people in a period of time. Okay, from the standpoint of contemporary cultural anthropologists, culture is characterized by the following basic features. First, culture is a kind of social inheritance instead of biological heritage. 2. Culture is shared by the whole community, not belonging to any particular individuals. 3. Culture is a symbolic meaning system in which language is one of the most important ones. 4. Culture is a unified system, the integral parts of which are closely related to one and another. Okay, next, in general, culture can be divided into three categories. Material culture as the product of human manufacture, social culture as the people's form of social organization, and ideological culture including people's beliefs and values. Okay. Next material is cultural universal. According to Wikipedia, cultural universal is an element, pattern, trait, or institution that is common to all non-human culture worldwide. Taken together, the whole body of cultural universal is known as the human condition. Evolutionary psychologists held the behavior and traits that occur universally in all culture are good candidates for evolutionary adaptation. Okay. Conjoining-Rat categories culture universal into 7, namely, number 1, language, 2, knowledge systems, 3, social organizations, 4, livelihood system, 5, livelihood system, 6, religion system, and 7, art. What is the importance of cultural universals? The study of cultural universal is essentially important because of what they indicate about the psyche and unity of mankind. The principle that the individuals of every population have basically the same propensities and abilities. Okay. The word culture is not only about the culture of a country, but also about different types of culture. This includes, first, corporate culture. For example, the culture of Apple, Microsoft. Okay. 2, professional culture. For example, the culture of doctor and lawyers. 3, gender. Different culture of men and women. 4, age. The different culture of young, middle-aged, and old people. 5, religious culture. For example, Catholicism, Islam, Buddha. 6, regional culture. For example, Western, Eastern, Middle East. 7, class culture. For example, working class, middle class, and upper class. Okay. Next, cultural patterns of behavior. Culture have widely characteristics, but anthropologists have universal characteristics. George Peter Murdoch in Tommaso mentions 7 cultural patterns of behavior, namely 1. They originate the human mind. 2. They facilitate human and environmental interaction. 3. They satisfy human basic needs. 4. They are cumulative and adjust to change in external and internal conditions. 5. They tend to form a consistent structure. 6. They are learned and shared by all members of the society. 7. They are transmitted to new generations. Next, let's tell about language. According to Sapir, language is a purely human and non-instinctive method of communicating ideas, emotions, and desire by means of voluntarily produced symbols. 3 major functions of language are: first, language is the primary vehicle of communication. 2. Language reflects both the personality of the individual and the culture of his history. In turn, it helps shape both personality and culture. 3. Language makes possible of the growth and transmission of culture, the continuity of cities, and the effective functioning and control of social groups. Okay, last material. Number 6. The relationship between language and culture. Culture impacts our core traditions, values, and the way we interact with others in society. On the other hand, language makes those interactions easy. Simply put, language facilitates social interaction, while culture helps us to learn how to behave and interact with others. We can summarize the relationship between culture and language as the following. Okay. Language is a key component of culture. It is the primary medium for transmitting much of culture. Without language, culture will not be possible. Okay. Next, children learning their native language are learning their own culture. Learning a second language also involves learning a second culture to varying degrees. Okay. Next, language is influenced and shaped by culture. It reflects culture. Okay. And last, cultural differences are the most serious areas causing misunderstanding, unpleasantness, and even conflict in cross-cultural communication. Okay guys, thank you very much for your great attention. Thank you for your listening. My thoughts we have shared be beneficial for all of us. Thank you so much for your attention.